friends, I'm coming to you from the past. I'm in my son's room, and today we're going to get rid of some of the stuff that's in here. He has a really giant desk right here that takes up way too much of his space and kind of takes away some of the floor space. So we're going to take this down, and I have a new solution from Ikea that we're going to put together, and then we're gonna reorganize some of his stuff. And because he did get a lot of Christmas presents for Christmas and new toys, and he's growing older, we're gonna go through and kind of get rid of some of the toys that he had when he was younger. Now we do have nieces and nephews on the younger side, so we will be giving them to them first, and if they don't want them, then we will be donating them. But it's kind of a yearly thing that we like to do, is to go through his toys and get rid of things that he doesn't play with anymore, or that's too young of a level for him. We're also going to go through all of these stuffed animals that are back here, and some of them will be going and some of them will be staying. So stick around to see what we do next. Thanks. So we have one built here. And then I just have these baskets that will go in and separate all of the toys that Riker has, and will work better than this shelf that's here. And I opted for the smaller baskets because Ikea does sell several different sizes, but with these ones you can fit, he's got so many different toys that you want them to be separate. So with these ones you can separate them a little bit better than having a giant basket at the bottom. So I did, okay, now you can see me. So I did an Ikea hack in the summertime, and there was a piece of wood that I didn't end up using. It does have pre-drilled holes on this side. So I'm gonna use this as Riker's desk, and the pre-drilled holes will just be on the bottom so you can't see them. And I'm gonna attach it in between here using these 45-degree angle cut pieces that I had as scraps. So these are gonna get screwed into the side here at whatever height we're gonna have the desk, and it's just gonna be a mounting, like a wood mounting bracket. You can just screw in, I've got a little hole here. It'll be on the top and the bottom, so you'll just screw in here into the side, and then this desk will be screwed in to the top here at the height that Riker likes to sit at for schoolwork. So I'm just gonna do that. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna measure from the bottom. I'm gonna measure up 22 inches because these little guys that I am putting on there measure, it adds about 4 inches, and I want the height of the desk to be about 26 inches, which is lower than an adult would sit, but because Riker is so short and I don't want him, I want his feet to be on the ground when he is sitting on his desk chair, so I want it to be, the desk height to be 22 or 26 inches instead of 29 or 30 inches. So measuring up from the bottom, 22 inches, and then I'm gonna go in 3 inches here to have my holes. Now I'm not going to pre-drill because I do have pre-drill holes in these ones here already. So I'm just going to take my screws. Now you have to remember when you are doing, that you have a 45-degree angle, when you do go to screw in, you're screwing in so that the 45-degree angle will sit flush with the piece of wood, and then your screw goes in straight. I'll just show you here what I've done. So this is 3 inches in on both sides and then 22 inches from the bottom, so that when this is screwed in, this will sit at about 26 inches high for Riker's desk. So once this is on, I'm gonna screw these mounting brackets underneath to the top once I move it into place, but his desk is gonna sit something like this, and it should measure about 26 inches from the ground, yeah, to the top of the table, like just over 26 inches. So for his height, that's pretty good. The desk that we had in here, this desk here, measures about 29 inches, and it's a little bit too tall for Riker to sit with his feet on the ground when he's sitting here all day. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take apart this desktop, which is just an Ikea 54-inch tabletop that they had, like a desktop without the legs. We have under here just a metal shelf to raise the height of it, and then we have brackets on this side so that it's attached to the heavy weight of this Kallax unit. And this unit, if we can fit it in the closet, we will, and we'll store clothes in there for him. If not, it will go into our storage closet and it will store tools and that kind of thing. So we're gonna take all of this apart and organize it into these 2 units with these white bins. And yeah, I guess I'll check back in with you in a second. So I've organized all of his toys in these. This is what I have left to organize. Some of this stuff is leaving, like this lamp. This is his drawing, so I'm gonna keep it in there. And then these books, I'm not sure where to put those. Like under here, it's all clean. Those books, I have no idea. They might go on this shelf, which might go under his bed at the end here. I don't know if his bed is staying in that spot or not. And then he's got like little bins over here that I could put stuff in too. And I could reorganize. He does have a bookshelf here that could have more books on it, but I don't know yet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I've swept this area and I'm going to move the desk over here so that I can get rid of some of this other stuff in here, just to kind of set up and see how much space I'm actually working with, because that other desk was so large and it came to about here because it's 54 inches. we're gonna have a little bit more space to work with, which will be really nice for him in this room because this room is not very big. So I just want to give you a better idea of what space we're working with. So I'm just gonna flip this around 1 second. So this is the desk. This little guy here is maybe only 24 inches, maybe a little bit more than 24 inches. It's not very big, but it'll be perfect for Riker's computer and then his notebook that he needs. We do have a plug conveniently located under there that he can plug his computer into. Now, once this is gone, this will kind of open up the space a little bit. I might actually rotate his bed to face the other way because our windows leak. It's an old apartment building. In the springtime when it rains a lot, our windows leak and it tends to like gather on the windowsill there. It's not so bad in the winter, but definitely in the springtime when everything is thawing, it does that. So we have to like make sure that we put water jugs there so we can catch the water. But I might just rotate the bed so that it is facing the same, like maybe against this wall here, and then have these guys pushed right up into this corner here. I'm gonna move these things. They can just be hung somewhere else. I do have hooks that I could hang jackets and stuff on, but I don't know if I'll install those today. So I moved out I don't know if you saw, there was a shelf in there. I cleaned it off and moved it out. So I'm just gonna move in this Kallax unit and hopefully it fits. So I do have this shelf done in here. Let me just open this up here. So I've got non-essential clothing that Riker really doesn't wear, the track pants and stuff that he does wear, his socks and underwear, and then his shirts all hang up on the other side. I've got books, toys on the bottom that he can reach easily. This is kind of our board game closet. We have all of our board games in there, and then his Nerf guns. And that's pretty much that shelf. So the last time that I saw you guys, my camera was still alive and it died. So I have painted this wall and these shelves just to kind of match the wall. I just have to do up at the ceiling and wait for it to dry. It was this dark blue color like you can see up here. So this kind of just brightens up the whole space. And I painted the shelves. They were a dark brown. And I thought that painting them kind of made them blend into the wall a little bit better, but I also thought because they're blending into the wall a little bit better, that means that the art on the books will stand out and it'll be more artistic looking instead of this big brown or black shelf and then that. So it kind of makes it look a little bit nicer too.
Pas de soleil,